Latavius, I think last year against the Bears, or maybe after Jacksonville, or maybe both, you said how much you enjoy those kind of slugfest games. When for you does the adrenaline start pumping up? Is it during the week when you get the game plan, or is it when you're actually involved in the game?
I think during the week when we get in the game plan, knowing that it's going to be one of those games, and you just know the mentality and the physicality that needs to take place on our end in order for us to be successful. And so, those games are, you just look forward to. It's a test of, which team is more physical, and obviously you want to be on that the winning side of that, and be the team that's most physical and dominate. I think it's a statement.
Next question's from Amy Just. Yeah, Alvin was banged up for most of the year last year. From your perspective, what did it look like seeing him out there playing at 100% again?
I mean, it's good. When he's healthy, he's capable of doing great things, making great plays, and he's exciting and fun to watch. Even even for me, when he's in. So it's exciting to see. It's good to have him healthy. I think yesterday was just the beginning of I think what we'll be able to do as an offense this year with AK being healthy and the weapons we got around the offense.
Next question from Nick Underhill.
Against the front that's that good and that tough to run against, you guys eventually got some stuff going. But why is it important to establish the run in a game like that against them when the easy thing might be to just kind of go away from it?
Well, obviously you want to stay balanced, but you want to keep that pressure on those guys so they're just not peeling their ears back and rushing the quarterback when we do throw it. So keeping them on their toes and again making it an emphasis to run the ball so we can continue to do the things we want to do on offense when we do want to play action, drop back, just keeping the defense guessing. And when we're able to do that and run the ball successfully, then that obviously opens up the offense to more things we're able to do.
Next question is from Luke Johnson.
Latavius, how did you feel like the kind of share of the workload went yesterday? Did you feel kind of more involved maybe than you were early last year?
I just think that's kind of how the game went yesterday. As far as I want to just say personnel more so, and we obviously had the lead late in the game, so we wanted to eat some time up with the clock and kind of got in a 4-minute mode. But I know I had 15. I know Alvin had 12, and then he had some gashes in the past game too. So this thing is gonna be it's gonna fluctuate throughout the year. I learned that last year, and so we're prepared to whatever the game plan looks like or entails week in and week out. We accept that because we know everything is towards winning, and that's all it's about at this point.
Is there anything to the idea that getting more carries is the sort of thing that kind of gets you in the flow of the game better? Does that make any sense?
It makes a lot of sense, but the carries that I get, I'm going to continue to try and make the most and do what I can do with them. I think there's some things I could definitely be better at watching the tape yesterday, but I think as a whole, even there's some room for improvement, a lot of room for improvement. But we got to win, and again, that's all that matters. But as far as carries and all that, look, when my number is called, I'm gonna go in there and do what I can do, and that's gonna never change. So I won't talk or wonder about more carries or getting in the rhythm. I think anybody out there on that field wants the ball in their hand. I think the more anyone gets the ball in their hand, the more I think they will be in rhythm and feeling good. So we got a lot of weapons on offense, and I think Coach Payton will do his best to make sure everybody in that group gets their fair share.
Next one's from John DeSager.
And Latavius, you kind of just addressed it when you said, you looked at some of the things you did yesterday and looked for the improvement on it. Do you feel like there was a lot of meat left on the bone, or was that kind of one of those games where, you say this is what we did was sufficient enough to keep the balance and keep it going?
I think defensively and special teams, I would say they really won that game for us. Offensively, we just didn't play the way we know we can play. But that's why there's three phases in the game, and so we're not going to sit here and complain about a win. That's why it's the ultimate team sport. And so defensively, with Jack, them scoring, special teams coming up big, giving us field position for those times that we were able to put the ball in the end zone. So offensively, we know we can play better, and we will. But that's the game. There's three phases to it, and two of our other phases stepped up big to help us win the game yesterday.
Next one's from Nick Underhill.
Do you feel like some of that dissatisfaction with offensive performance is just due to no preseason and just this being kind of the first time you guys are out there together?
It's hard to say if that played a part. But look, everybody had to go through the same process and type of training camp with no preseason game. So, again, we can't look on what we didn't have and how this off season or training camp was different. Everybody had to go in there with the same kind of type of off season, and so we did enough. We did what we needed to do to go out there and win. But I think everybody around the league, whether you won or lost, know that there's a whole season ahead, and there's still a lot of work to be done. So I don't think anybody's complacent at this point.